Hello, hello, and hello. You don't know who we are. I am Catherine.
And I'm your boy, Michael.
Yes, and this is the promised episode. We told you we would bring you to help you find your vacation by giving you some information that will help you in preparing and doing all that you got to do, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So today we're going to be talking about 7 essential things to do when you're preparing to travel with family.
Mhm.
Yeah, it seems simple, right? It seems simple, but it's really not that simple. Um, yeah, as we said in the previous video, we have about 20 of us, maybe a little bit more, and in regard to immediate extended family.
Mhm.
And for the last, I would say about 15 years or more, we've been going on vacation together. And a lot of things we had to learn, boy, I tell you. So we feel like we can give you some insight on how to get all of these people together, different personalities, attitudes, all that stuff, age ranges, and get you to a place where you got a general format to
Mhm.
how you get ready for your travels with your family.
I can tell you, it can be rather interesting,
Absolutely.
seeing people in a fashion of not seeing them when they wake up versus seeing them when they wake up.
Yeah, come on.
It's so boy.
Yeah.
We're always grouchy. I guess when we first wake
Can
up,
be, can be.
can be very grouchy when we first wake up. So you got to be prepared for that part of yeah. They can be something.
Y'all do us a favor, subscribe to the channel. This is our first video for our agency and for our advisory for this journey that we are on. So if you do us a favor and hit that like button, hit the bell so you get the notifications. So without further ado, we want to go ahead and get started, right?
Yeah, because you look right above my head right here. It says you gotta have the vision. You gotta start with a vision of what you want.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's interesting because we didn't intend on that to be a part of it, but this is the beginning part of our vision board. Um, and then beside it, that is how to save money. And that's definitely a part to even thinking about going on vacation. Yeah, because in order to go on a vacation, you got to, have your bills paid.
Mm.
Yeah, because that's a big thing. That's a big thing. Even before we get the essentials, you don't want to go on vacation and then stop. All of your bills are paid that you should have paid before you went on vacation.
Yeah, come back from vacation, not have a place to live.
Come on.
That's true.
Well, not necessarily not have a place to live, but
bills.
you got bills. You didn't work for that week you was off, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, you got to keep that in mind even before. You might want to try to pay up, maybe a little extra on your bills before you go on vacation. So when you come back, you don't have that, the weight of the bills. Not to say you won't have the bills, but you won't have the weight of it. Won't be as bad. Yeah. Definitely. So that was like a extra outside of what's on our list. Yeah, we believe that was ordained of God. Absolutely, amen. So that was the extra. Yeah, and we're gonna give you number one. But first, I believe that we gotta identify family because we, as Michael already said, we go and we deal with our immediate family, those who live in our household all the time, don't we? We know what kind of attitudes they got. Like for me, I know my husband, he needs a cup of coffee even before he gets up out the bed. When I wake him up, if I'm here to wake him up, I need to have a cup of coffee in hand, or else he gonna stretch and yawn and You heard me. I gotta make sure I got the coffee.
Yeah, putting me out there. But yeah, you know, we gotta realize that, you know, we always have that one thing that we need first thing in the morning. Some might be coffee. Right. Some might be coffee, some might be tea, some might be whatever. You know, yeah. That's especially with media family. But then we're gonna get into the extended family. People like parents, cousins, aunts, uncles, etc. You know, grandparents.
Yeah, and that's what we tend to vacation with. Anyway, you know, some people don't do that just because, you know how your uncle is. Get all of these people, so they don't go on vacation. But look, times are short, life is short. Enjoy the people that you have in your life. Vacation for me is time where I get to spend time with the people that I don't get to spend so much time with on a daily basis. You understand what I'm saying? So, you gotta have for some folks they gotta be mentally ready, they gotta prepare their minds to deal with their family. Just because you got so many different personalities, but we can do it. We can do it. So number one is when you get ready to go on a vacation. I'm gonna say this clearly. Don't make the mistake of making somebody like your organizer or your leader in regard to getting things together. First thing that happens if you don't have somebody that's gonna coordinate and keep things in order, you're gonna have a whole bunch of confusion because you're gonna have a whole there on one side and that on this. Why you gonna do this? You ought to do this. And it's like, well, so and so want to do this and Look, come up with a simplified, like if you're like going on, you're at a resort. Well, we know when you go to a resort, you gotta cook. I want you to spend a whole lot of money that whole week trying to feed your family. Yeah, you want to cook. That means you got to go to the grocery store. Before you go to the grocery store, you got to have a couple of people that's going to already decide, well, what are we going to eat for the week? Yeah, you got to financially be prepared for the week's worth of food that you got to buy. You know?
Yeah, because it can be, I guess, mind-boggling when you normally in your own household, you only feeding for, like, say you be married, you got your husband, your wife, vice versa, and you got 2 or 3 kids versus getting everything for 20 people.
Yeah,
it can really put your mind at a place of panic. But we got to realize that, look, when you go to your store, keep in mind that not everybody's going to eat what you eat.
Yeah.
That's why you got to plan and organize. Okay, what can we make to accommodate everybody in the vacation?
Right. And I know one thing that, like, whenever we went to a resort, it was this. I had Mama's household, which had 2 of my brothers, and then you had our households. That's another family, and I had my sister's household. That's another family. My other brother's family. That's another household. Then, so you had 4 or 5 different families all coming together. And so when we went to the grocery store, I went for ours. My sister-in-law went for hers. My sister went for, and all of us went. So, it's certain things I'm like, well, I gotta get coffee. I gotta have coffee because Michael drinks coffee all the time. I drink coffee, but he drinks it all the time. And then, like, my other sister, well, her husband, he don't eat ketchup. He's allergic to ketchup. He can't eat shrimp. And, if you don't have those kinds of voices there, who can put in the pieces that other people don't know about, then again, it creates confusion. And it can make your vacation hell. Really, for real, seriously.
And one thing I like about what you just said was what to do to not make it a living hell. We got to realize too that when we go on vacation, Vacation is meant to be a place of relaxation from the world. Get it? The world, not family. So when you're on vacation, know that the people that you want to be with is a person that you want to be with.
Right.
Because we all have that one family member that we do not like to be around. We all have them. It's fact.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Number two. Do not make the mistake of not researching where you are going. Make sure that you research where you're going. If you're going to a place that primarily it's hot, extremely hot all the time, you want to make sure you pack your shorts, your tank tops, your sunscreen. Make sure you got a water bottle. Make sure you're prepared for where you're going. You don't want to go to a cold place and then you don't have no coat. You know what I mean? You don't want to go to a place and not even check their weather at this time of year. Because you want to be prepared for where you are going.
Yeah, because you can go to a place that's relatively comfortable weather. Wear shorts, tank tops. But every day that you go down there on vacation, or while you're on vacation, and you say you're gone for a week, 5 days out the week, it's raining. You got to be prepared.
Yeah. Not just weather-wise, but like financially. If you live in Virginia like we do, and you're going to New York, you need to be looking to see, about the average cost or whatever you would buy here, what it is up there, because price of living 2-3 times higher than it is in Virginia. So you got to make sure that your budget matches where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't want, and if you don't have no money, you're still going on vacation anyhow, then you got to mentally prepare for not spending money. So that means that you got to spend money so you don't spend money. That makes sense? So if you're not going to go out to eat every night, then you got to make sure you got enough money to be able to feed yourself by cooking in your house, wherever you're going to be. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to use something. You don't want to. Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm at a loss for words. But you understand? You gotta be prepared for where you're going in a whole different way. Yeah. And another thing, you travel with family, you make sure that. I'm talking about the women. Okay. Make sure you have a little extra. Don't just bring just enough body wash just for you. Because 9 times out of 10, somebody goes, "You got some extra soap." You got some extra lotion. You got extra this. You got these women, us women, we don't pack just enough. We pack more than enough. Yeah. And we tend to pack things that hubby don't think about. Because hubby will bring just enough soap, just enough this, just enough that. Because they say, I ain't packing all that stuff. You heard? Yeah. You make sure that you have everything that you need, not necessarily just for you and your family, but even enough so that if somebody else needs it, you have it. You got kids, you're going to a theme park, make sure you got Band-Aids, make sure you have wipes, make sure you have enough wipes, not just for your kids, but for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Because that helps keep your vacations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just flows.
Mm-hmm. Something like hand sanitizer, stuff like that. It's always a must to have, because we all know, and I'm gonna speak on the kids, and I'll speak on myself because I know we always gonna need hand sanitizer, because we always like to touch things that sometimes we're not thinking about.
I don't even know why he said that.
Because when I go on vacation, I like to fish worms. I like to fish, so you need hand sanitizer to get the stuff off your hands, because you're not going to be at a place where you might have access to a sink. Say you go to a vacation and you're cooking outside on a grill, and I come back from fishing. First thing I want to do is grab a sandwich. They're like, no. Wipe your hands off with the hand sanitizer and stuff like that. Get your hands clean. Always hand sanitizer is a must.
That was so
Yeah.
extra.
I know. You
That
know
was
me.
so extra. We talking about. Look at what we talking about, man.
Things not to do, research, what they bring, stuff like that.
Okay. All right. That was for somebody. Hallelujah. Number 3. Don't expect everybody to be like you. That's really good. Because sometimes we do things a particular way and other people don't. And you get mad because they don't do it your way. You can ruin not only your vacation, but somebody else's because you have this false expectation that they're supposed to be like you. They're supposed to do it your way and everything has to be your way. Look, you keep your area the way you like it. And you put that burden on yourself, not everybody else. Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't want to add anything to it? No?
Oh.
All right. Number 4. Moving right along. Number 4. Oh, before we go to number 4, let me give you my reasoning why I said don't expect everybody to be like you. When you're on vacation, you gotta learn how to be flexible. Yeah. Because you are dealing with other people around you. You know, you might be happy go lucky. You know, you want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, do your yoga and your exercise, and you know, go and cook breakfast and all of that. Well, while the rest of the house is sleeping, you got to keep consideration of everybody else is sleeping because maybe they don't normally get no sleep, so they try to get some rest. So the thing to do is to do what you do, but do it quiet. Yeah, that gives a sense of, okay, I'm not just thinking about myself. I'm thinking about you as well. You want to sleep in? I don't. That's each of ours business. You sleep in, I'm gonna get up and go about my day, but I'm gonna consider you as well. Willing to hear others, especially if you're the leader. You gotta be willing and open to hear what other people's perspectives are, what they think about what you're about to do or say. Yeah, think about them outside of yourself. And then the last one I had, choose to have and to keep your peace. You're on vacation. Keep your peace, Don't let people ruffle your feathers. Don't let your perfection ruffle somebody else's. You're on vacation with your family. Because at the end of the day, hey, you might not like them. They might get on your nerves, but they still what? Absolutely.
And you know, even with that part right there where it says choose to have fun to keep your peace. You know, and everybody who don't know me, I got a saying that, you know, I don't like biting my tongue because for one, it hurts, and 2, it leaves a taste of blood in your mouth. Sometimes you have to suck it up and bite your tongue. As hard as it is, sometimes you have to bite your tongue because some things that you say can get yourself in a whole lot of trouble that you cannot get yourself out of. So bite your tongue. Keep your peace.
All right, y'all, just coming into the room. Please make sure you subscribe, like the button, like it. Yeah. Hit the bell so that you can be notified when we are putting up another video. Yeah, eventually we're going to go live here from time to time as well. But like button, follow button, or subscribe button, whatever have you, please do that for us. Moving on, number 4. Number 4 says, in getting where you're going, don't depend on somebody else to know how to get from one place to the other. Don't depend on somebody else. How many times we have driven to different locations, following 3 cars without a walkie-talkie. Just using our phone and depending on whoever's in front to get us where we go.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
It's really not because the first thing we all know cell phones has a tendency of losing service.
Signal, yeah.
And you on the middle of a call trying to say, hey, where y'all at? But by the time you reach them, you done got like 5-10 miles past the exit that you were supposed to take.
Yes. Oh, well, you pulling over to the side of the road to wait for them to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have traffic just gone. And I ain't talking about 55 miles. I'm talking about
like 70, 80 mile an hour traffic. You done pulled over, waiting on them to come up and catch up. But then they done caught up and they done passed you.
Yeah.
Now you gotta get back on the track.
Absolutely. Or, you got to walk and talk and the battery's down.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, look, take our advice. Find out where you're going and how to get there. Look, use the GPS on your phone. If you got a navigator in your car, a GPS, use it just in case you get separated. If you get separated, you're going to still get where you're going. You might get to it from a different way, but you're all going to meet there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a person that like paper and you want a map, just make sure you have your sense of direction. So if you get separated from your group, you know how to get back to your group, or your group knows how to get to where we go. I remember one time we was coming from Virginia and we were going to Florida with 3 cars. About halfway in, we got separated, and we never caught back up with each other. We ended up getting to the same location where we were supposed to be, but then this happened twice. But on each occasion, somebody got mad because we got separated.
Mm.
But it don't matter. But at the end of the day, it don't matter how you get to where you're going. The point is, get where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your GPS. So if in case you get separated, you still gonna get where you're supposed to be. Don't get so hell bent on doing it together that you miss the fact and appreciate the fact that you got there. Yeah.
Yeah. And and I think this would be a good topic to speak about the GPS, because and it goes along with the planning. Make sure, and this is from personal experience, make sure when you go on a vacation, you can do it without having to go to work.
Oh, Michael, that's a whole.
Whoa.
That is a whole. He wants to tell that story so bad, Michael. He wants to tell that story so bad. So look, tell you what, we're gonna tell that story. He's gonna tell that story, but we're gonna tell that one another episode, so that, and it's gonna be, don't try to vacation and work at the same time.
Yeah.
Don't try that. Okay, that's what it's gonna be called. Because that was
a hot mess.
That was a stupid decision.
Yeah.
That was a stupid decision. Who do you think did it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So y'all make sure y'all be looking for that whole story of trying to work on vacation. Yeah. But to finish, number 4, not only follow your GPS, but get to know your GPS. Know how to work your phone to work your GPS. Don't depend on somebody else to be able to work your GPS in your phone. You learn your GPS ahead of time. If you use it when you gotta go to a store wherever you live. You gotta go to a store, you ain't sure how to get there. Use it then. Yeah. Use it. Learn how to use the navigator while you're walking. So, like, say you get to the resort or the theme park or wherever and you're trying to get to a certain location. Your family decided, hey, we're gonna meet back here at so and so time. Well, I got lost. I can't figure out how to get there. Learn how to use your GPS. Learn how to read a map, so you can get back to where you're going, because they have it on the GPS where you can, it'll tell you how to get to where you're going, walking, bicycling, on the bus, on the train, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gives you all of that. So get to know your GPS. God gave you provision. Use it. Absolutely. And no age requirement. Don't forget your charger.
And look, and I gotta say this because make sure if you're using GPS on your phone, make sure that if you're the one driving, you use your phone. And I say that because me and her had the exact same model, same phone, same year, and everything. But for some reason, my phone is set up in a different way than hers.
Yeah.
So if she go look something on my phone, she be like, "Where is this at? We get the same phone, but your thing set up like mine." Or vice versa. I try to find something on my phone. I'll be like, where's that at? I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. And it's gonna be a whole disaster. Make sure when you use your GPS, you are using the one that you are familiar with.
Absolutely. And here's another one. Make sure you all got the same address.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody's phone, when you put in the GPS, when you're following. If you're driving and you're following to a different, it doesn't matter how long of a destination it is. Make sure everybody got the same address.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that when you put it in your GPS, a lot of times in your GPS, you can put in there avoid tolls, avoid certain things. Make sure everybody's GPS is the same if you're going to follow each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't mind going through the tolls or whatever, then you leave it the way you want to. But at the end of the day, agree that if we get separated, we will get to where we're going. Use your phone call, make sure that they're okay, or whatever, if you're driving. You don't have to worry about this so much if you're flying.
You do, you go to the same airport.
Yeah, you want to make sure. I mean, well, not really, because even at an airport, because you might be a family that's going to a cruise, but your family is spread out. One might be in New York. This is what I cruise. We had family coming from New York. We had family coming from North Carolina. All different places. But everybody got there on the day that the cruise left. Okay? On the day that the cruise left, everybody got there, but everybody was in different places. Just get there. Yeah. So that brings us into number 5, which says, don't leave at the last minute. Do not leave at the last minute. You're dealing with family, especially when you're close. And like us, like we would drive like that, cars after the other. When you are dealing with different people, some people wait till the last minute. Some people are early birds. Some people get there right on time. Don't set yourself up to leave at the last minute, because I guarantee you somebody gonna be late.
Somebody gonna be late, or you gonna forget something.
Absolutely, yes.
And number one thing that I know that people wind up leaving is your medication.
Yeah.
If you know that you need medication and your insurance covers it wherever you're leaving from, say we're leaving from Virginia, and your medication is covered by your insurance agents that you are under, don't expect your insurance to cover in another place, because 9 out of 10 it's not. For example, you pay $300 for your medication, your insurance covers 95%, you left with probably about $5. You might go somewhere, your insurance cover don't cover it, you have to pay the whole whopping amount. Documentation. Make sure that when you're going somewhere and you need documentation, whether it be passports, birth certificate, marriage license, make sure you have every documentation that you need. That's part of the planet.
Yeah. The thing we got written down is we was talking about the medicine. That was actually supposed to be number 6. But that's okay. We can mention it. It's all good. When you're cruising, make sure you get to a hotel the day before. It's not wise to leave the day of your cruise just because anything can happen. Car can break down, your flight can be delayed, whatever have you. So it's not a good idea to leave the same day. Now we're going to be getting ready to go on a cruise here in February, and we're contemplating on whether or not to leave early, like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, or to get a hotel the night before, only because it's right in Norfolk, which is 4 hours away from us. It's still in the air, but based on all that I've learned since traveling, we're leaning more toward getting a hotel, even though it's close, just so that we don't want. Because look, when you cruise, that's a whole lot of money to mess around and get left by the ship because of for whatever reason. Yeah, that's a whole lot of money. And traveling is a lot of money. You don't want to miss wherever you're going.
Yeah, cause I know on our last cruise that we took, we ended up going to Florida, but we're on the ship, we're in our room, and we see people actually running to the ship. You don't want to be that person that's running or leaving. Say you got to be at the destination at 12 o'clock in the evening, and it takes you 6 hours to get there. So you leave right at 6 o'clock in the morning and expect to be there by 12. You got to think you got to get gas. Somebody got to go to the bathroom. Car breaks down or accident on the road that you're not involved with. You got to expect the unexpected.
Yeah, don't leave at the last minute. But we're coming down to the last few. So if you're just coming in, make sure that you hit the like button. Yeah. And
hit the bell.
Hit the bell and subscribe. Yeah. So number 6, he already got into it, but that's okay. It's don't wait until the last minute to pack and load. Don't wait till the last minute to pack and load your luggage. If you're driving, try your best to pack everything or load everything in your vehicle the night before. Only put in the things that could spoil your medicine at the last, like right as you're getting ready to leave. Yeah, it might help to do a checklist to make sure that you got everything that you need, especially your medicines, as Michael already said, and your documentation, whether land or cruise, whatever. You need to make sure you have all of those things with you. And a good idea would be a checklist. Yeah. Because we have them all on our phone. We use paper and pen. Yeah, checklist. You never want to leave anything behind, because what ends up happening is that you end up having about unnecessary things on your vacation when you could have been using that money to vacation with.
And I think, the best way to do a checklist would be on paper, writing it down, because we all know cell phones have glitches and they lose information. Set your checklist up on paper.
Or do both.
Yeah. And I would recommend hanging your checklist by the door you're leaving out of. That'll be when you leave out, you see, hey, I don't have that checked off. Let me get it real quick. That's another way you don't wait till the last minute to leave.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, y'all. Last one, number 7 is don't do things that you already know will ruin everybody's vacation. Don't do things that you know will ruin everybody's vacation. What do I mean? If you drink alcohol and you already know it makes you angry, leave it alone. Leave it alone. if you look, it becomes, it's really about wisdom and a lot of common sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't allow yourself to get in a position where you got to show your, can I say it? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't allow yourself to get yourself in a position where you got to show your tail. This is your family vacation. This is the time when you're supposed to build memories. You heard me? You're supposed to be building memories. Yeah. And you don't want to build a memory that says, I wish I had never went. You don't want to build a memory that says, this is going to be the last time I go with them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you drink, if you know that you are fighting drunk, leave it alone. Just don't even mess with it. Yeah. If you can't drink socially and still have a good time, you need to leave it alone.
I mean, because even if you drink and we all know the number one rule: don't mix brown with white. Another thing too, one thing that will ruin your family vacation when it comes to drinking is if you know you drink and you just take that fall down when you drink and get hurt or get sick, that will ruin somebody your family vacation because they look at you like, oh, here we go again. He done got drunk. He's throwing up. Now somebody got to take their attention off of their plans to help you.
Yeah.
That will ruin the vacation quick too.
Yeah. So those are the 7 essential things that we feel like are necessary in preparing to travel with your family. Everybody take it with a grain of salt. But we hope that this was a help to you. And I hope that you'll come back for the next one as we give you more information that would help you along the way. We intend on giving you all kinds of content, all different kinds of things in regard to travel. So if you're looking for some people to help you put your vacation together, here we are, Find My Vacation. We hope that we can be of help, service to you.
And you can also find us on Facebook.
Yeah. Anything else? No. All right. Till the next time. So many blessings from us to you. Y'all have a great day and a great night. Amen.
And hit that button.